My rating and perception of this movie greatly changed within an hour of me seeing it once I realized what happened. I saw this movie Presence last night and I had such a roller coaster of opinion. When the movie first started, I loved it. I was like, this is great. I love the POV shots of the ghost. This is so unique. As the movie went on, I'm like, okay, I feel like this could progress a little faster. It's a little bit slow. By the end of the movie, I was like, okay, I liked it. It was good. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. Then I called my friend Seth, who had already seen it, and we were talking about it, and he asked what I didn't like about it. And I told him, I don't really like that we didn't get any of the lore of the ghost or like any information about it. And he said, but we did. And it hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. My rating for this movie instantly jumped up to an 8.5 out of 10. Because this movie is so much deeper than just your haunted house story. When you realize what was happening the whole time, it is so existential. And honestly, it's changed my whole view of ghosts and the afterlife. Things I didn't like about this movie, there was one plot point that was like very heavily focused on, and I thought it was going to be a much bigger deal, but then they kind of just like never explain it. So I thought that was kind of weird that they would spend all that time on something and then just kind of not even go back to it. Some of the characters in this movie were highly unlikable, specifically the mom, which I love Lucy Liu, so it was weird to hate her. There are some slow points in this movie, and then I do feel like the climax is kind of rushed. On to positives, I love the POV shots of the ghost. That was so unique. I've personally never seen anything like that before. If you're not familiar with this movie, the whole thing is told through the POV of a ghost that is haunting the house. Like as an audience member, you are the ghost. It's very atmospheric. The sound design is great. And again, I cannot stress enough, once you realize the lore of the ghost and what is happening, I'm speechless. I was speechless last night when it finally hit me and when I finally realized. If you guys have seen this movie and you have no idea what I'm talking about and you're like, no, but we didn't get any ghost lore, please let me know. I'll be happy to explain it. Also, if you have seen this movie and it was like obvious to you and you're like, you're just a fucking idiot because you didn't see it, please let me know too. Because again, it is so much deeper than just a ghost haunting the house. And that alone, when you realize what's happening and who this ghost has been the whole time, it honestly made me fucking cry a little bit. It's incredibly emotional and haunting, and I honestly cannot wait to see this movie again, knowing what I know now. So yeah, final rating on this movie for me is an 8.5 out of 10. I know a lot of people are not going to like this one, because again, initially I was like, it's okay. When you understand how deep it is, I truly think you will look at it in a completely different light, because I know I did. And trust me, I am the last person to be like, oh, you just didn't understand it, that's why you didn't like it. No, I promise you, this is different.